Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 25. Yes, we are really getting close to the season finale. If this is not the season finale, I think this series is going to contain 26 episodes in the third season. So, yeah, it's exciting because, as I said in previous videos, I didn't know where this is going to take us. I had no idea which other big plot they were going to reveal to give you the end. Because, yes, the last time we saw, or the last big topic or big plot or big arc was, of course, the license exam. It was over like 3 or 4 episodes ago, and now the next big arc was the fight between Midoriya and Bakugo, and the resolution and character growth from Bakugo. Yeah, it was a very exciting arc. But now we're approaching to something new. We're approaching to the presentation of the big three. These three guys, and I love the descriptions that you gave me in the commentary. That is one Tintin on muscles, on asteroids, Sasuke the Press, or something along those lines, and the Princess Fairy, or something something like that. From what I have seen, yes, that's what it seems to be the most accurate description for these three characters. I think it looked more like Lucas from Mother 3 for me. I think it looks more like that on Esteros. Yeah, I've grown up Lucas, but perhaps because I'm a more avid fan of video games than anything else. And I never watched much of Tintin. It wasn't something that was in my TV for a long time. So yeah, that's why it didn't remind me of Tintin that much. But yeah, now that you mention, yes, he kind of looks like Tintin on steroids. Okay, yeah, sure. That's a very... I really never realized, because I said before, I wasn't an avid fan of Tintin. But yeah, this is the final arc, the presentation of the most powerful students, or the best students of UA, which speaks volumes, because yeah, this is the most prestigious school of heroes. This is the best heroes, the best hero school in all the nation. So, if you are the best of this school, you are the best of the best. And yes, they are about to finish the school year. So, I am so eager to see their powers, to see their quirks. We kind of saw the quirk of the muscle guy, of the tall guy, the blonde guy. We saw Tintin's power, but I am still not sure exactly what is his quirk. And from what I have seen, his quirk doesn't seem to be much. It's transfer part of your body into an object. Yes, it's impressive, but in a fighting situation, it doesn't look that much. Perhaps I'm completely wrong. Perhaps it's another quirk, or it's a very intelligent way of doing said quirk. The other two, I have no idea their quirks. I really have no idea. So yeah, I'm eager to see that. I'm starting to see the freaking cliffhanger of this series, because again, last episode it was presenting another important character, because yes, the way it's shot, everything is shot, the guy with the beak, he seems important. The way that that take was shot, it looks very important, because we're focusing a lot on this guy, and yes, he looks very dangerous for the scene that's around him. Those severed head, the severed feet, yeah, that looks gruesome, and yeah, this is getting good. And I guess these guys, the presentation of these guys is going to be the cliffhanger. What are they going to do for next season? And yes, that's exciting. But yeah, I think I'm rambling now. I'm overhyping this episode. So yeah, let's just cut all of this and watch the episode, shall we? I'm a Jackie, okay. Holy! What the hell? What? Wait, what? What the hell happened here? What? What is going on? shy. Okay, yeah, they're impulsive but they're human, yes. Nigeria. Okay. What? What? Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, you don't. What? She knows the name of everybody? What? A frog, not a toad? Yeah. She's very enthusiastic. Yeah. Okay. What? Green what? What? Yes. This is... Yes! They are still teenagers, but I love their personalities. Yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah! Okay, I like this guy. Holy, okay. It's good? Yes, what is the distance between you? Okay, this is exciting. Oh boy, yes, this is going to be epic. What? What the hell? Okay, why is he naked? Oh! What the hell? Okay. Yes. Oh! Holy! What the hell? He's naked, but he's awesome. Oh boy! Oh! Holy! Oh! He's dealing with everybody like they are nothing! Holy! Okay, yeah, that's power! Holy! Oh! Are you serious? Are you serious? Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh! Oh, crap! He's way too good! Oh, of course! He's trained for everything! Oh, holy! He's incredibly fast! Dude, seriously! Yes, that's power! Seriously! He's amazing! I don't think he's able to hold back. He's amazing! Okay. Oh! Think about me too. Like Todoroki. Okay, she's cute. Mr. Permission. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, including the floor. Yes, the ground. Yeah. Basically, yes. Okay. Oh. No, they can. Oh, of course. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, he can change the way or the point in which he is going to be repelled. Yes. Yes. Yes, actually, that sounds like a fun game. Oh. Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah. Not everything was handed to him. He needed to work for that. Like really, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh, sir, who's sir? Come on, don't let me. Oh, if you have tried, okay, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Big shot. Oh, okay. He's not going with Gran Torino. Okay. Okay. Oh, this moment. Oh. Yes. Oh. Yes, that's a great idea. Yeah, but come on, you have the biggest connection of them all. Yes, exactly. All Might is the #1 hero. Wait, what? A former sidekick? He had a sidekick? He had a side. What? Oh, all of these guys. Yeah. Disgusting. Okay, yeah. Big fish. Oh, okay, he's important then. But just how important is this guy? Yes, and this is the point in which now we see the villains move. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, this is the end of the season. Damn it. Oh, are you serious? I thought we still have another episode. But yeah, this is the end of the season. Again, a very exciting season. And a lot of arcs that were resolved and a lot of stuff that happened in this third season. And now we saw the reunion of villains, which is going to be a huge move. Especially for what Shigaraki said, that yeah, this is a big fish, a really big fish. Just how big is this guy, Overhaul? What the hell is going on? What the hell is going to happen? There are so many questions for the next season, in the fourth season. And I don't know when that is going to air. Last time, yeah, it was a relatively short time between season 2 and season 3 for me. Now this, I don't know exactly when the hell are they going to release the next season. Okay, yeah. As always, I'm gonna see this again and make my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the last episode of the third season. Yeah, I honestly thought we're going to have another episode. That, yeah, episode 26 was going to be really the last episode of this third season. But no, unfortunately, it was the 25th, and yes, oh, when I saw that we see you in the fourth season, yes, now I understood what you mean with the terrible, terrible cliffhanger that was left here. Oh man, it's, yeah, this is just plain evil, as I said in my commentary. Seriously, seriously evil. But this was an exciting episode. Again, we saw a little bit of action in this case. Last episode, we saw more of a introspective from Twice, and we saw, of course, kind of the preview for this episode, because yes, it was kind of introduced, it was kind of prepared for us to meet now really the big three. So yeah, it's exciting. It is a great episode, especially for the fight against Mirio. Yeah, against the fight against him, which was really, really neat, and the way everything is portrayed in said fight. But again, we're going to do this in order. Before that, I want to speak about something in the opening. It was kind of deceiving, that one, because yes, we saw Bakugo in the provisional license exam fighting, and we saw fighting against a green mist. Nothing like that happened in the season finale, in the exam. Nothing. It was just a bunch of meat, and that's what he fought against. My guess is kind of a representation of Midoriya, perhaps? The green mist that was about to overwhelm Bakugo, but he just counterattacked and repelled Midoriya? Perhaps I'm reading way too much into the freaking intro. Anyway, yeah, now we're really getting into the episode. We start again with the presentation of the big tree. It's just what we left in the last one. And yes, all the students of Class 1A are in awe. Because yeah, these guys are the best of the best of the best. They are the most powerful students in this school, the best school, and of course, yeah, they look intimidating, and especially with the music, everything that was surrounding the introduction of these three heroes, especially last episode, is this aura of absolute power from the tree. That yes, these guys are incredibly powerful, they are incredibly dangerous, and everything. Yes, everybody is saying that, yeah, he's powerful, they are powerful, and all of that. And yeah, this is something that Midoriya remembered now, that he said in the last episode. It kind of looks familiar, but now he remember he watched it in a sports festival, and he was not much to look at. He wasn't that strong, and he left an impression because he was almost naked in national TV. Yeah, it was. Yeah, none of them were even ranking in the top, perhaps top 10. I don't think they say top 10, but yeah, they weren't close to that high ranking, just the most powerful ones. And now they are the big three. So, yeah, how they make that change so fast in perhaps a year. That's what they are trying to guess. And then, of course, when they start to present themselves, we start with the one on my left, the right for them. He just gave a very intense glance. It's just so heavy, and everybody's reacting, holy cow, this guy is powerful, because just with his freaking eyes, he's able to give us this terrible vibe. And yes, everything in this case was presented like this. That yeah, this guy is intimidating and just with his eyes he can do that. But that wasn't the case. He was trying to imagine everybody as a potato. Literal potatoes. But of course, it wasn't enough. He just could imagine the head of a potato above their heads, or instead of their heads. And yeah, the class when they look pretty ridiculous with the head of a potato. You still kind of see the different characteristics of each student, and of course, you know the order in which they should be. You kind of know who is who. But he did all of this because he was so nervous. My guess he's very shy and he doesn't want to speak in public. He doesn't enjoy that. And he's very shy. And, oh God, no, it's not working. It's not working. I want to go home. And he turns around and that's it. Then, of course, we saw the girl. A really pretty girl. Beautiful girl. Yeah. I kind of understand Mineta because, yeah, she's amazingly beautiful. But I'm still going to call Mineta scum because, yes, he is a scum. The scum of the earth. And now she's starting to present herself. Of course, we mentioned the name, Tamanaki, I think it was, or Tamaki. And of course, she's Neijiri Hado, I think it's Hado, I think it is. And she starts to present herself. But instead of doing something very formal, because yeah, from afar, she kind of looks like Momo, or remind me a little bit of Momo, this oral regality and very professional person. No, she said to go, oh, your horns, if you cut them out, you're going to grow back. Oh, your tail can support your own weight. Oh, your mask, why are you wearing that mask? Oh, Todoroki, why you have this bird? Mineta, those are your balls in your head and your hair and something like that. And yes, of course, Mineta being a person, oh, he just called about my balls, I guess. Oh, that. Good Lord, Mineta, you are a scum. Real scum, man. Oh. But anyway, yeah, we saw another perspective of the big tree. And yeah, she's not this perfect being that speaks like a professional and oh, this is going to do and all that. No, she's cute. She has a cute personality, a very happy personality. Kind of an airhead, yes. She sounds and looks, well, not looks, speaks like an airhead. Oh, yeah. She's distracted by everything around her. So, yeah, it's kind of an airhead in this case. It's not what you expect from the closest to the professional heroes. And of course, thanks to the intimidation of Aizawa, that this is not very rational, now Mirio starts to speak. And yes, this is the guy that really caught my attention. I remember his name because, yeah, the guy is amazing. So I learned his name like this. And this name, I think, was the most mentioned in the episode. Yeah, he's a star, but again, you see another type of personality. He tried to start with a joke, and all his movements are very exaggerated. The movement of his hand, and oh yeah, this is me, I'm gonna do this correctly, and try to make a joke, but of course nobody responds. Very awkward humor. Funny when you think about it, funny when you see it for the first time. But of course, the situation in which they are is completely different. And this is when the students of Class 1A start to realize, yeah, these guys are very close to professional. They are very powerful, very strong. But they are not this snobby person. They are not, oh, I'm just superior to you. I'm not going to give you any time at all. So yeah, you're going to learn from us because we're the closest to the professional. We're the best of the best. No, nothing like that. They are interesting personalities. They are not a copy-paste of the same personality changed a little bit. No, the three have very distinctive personalities. The one is shy, the other one is bubbly, and the other one is flamboyant. Well, not flamboyant, very exaggerated and very energetic. We have two energetic guys with different type of energy. One is a very distracted energy, and the other one is really wanting to focus that energy. So, yeah, I like those three different personalities, and we don't see something boring, or we don't see somebody boring and full of themselves, or full of himself or herself, or themselves in this case. So yeah, this is an interesting character, or these three are really interesting characters, and you can see they are kind of good friends. They speak with each other. I don't know if by necessity because they were not named the Big Three, or because they were good friends before and they help each other, and that's why they develop in the Big Three. That is uncertain for me, but yeah, you kind of see a really good bond of friendship between these three. I would love to meet the rest of the class of these guys. I don't know if they're in the same class, perhaps 3A or 3B, I don't know. But I would like to see those classes. I would like to see the other third years heroes. And I want to see the difference between those people in those classes and these three, just how big the gap is. Because yes, when you think about it, the gap between the first year and third year, yeah, it should really be very long. They have a lot more experience. They have been working with professionals from a long time. I guess, I don't know if third year or second year, but yeah, 2 years working with professionals, and working with professionals, but in a serious state, not like in the provisional way before, in like when they were treated like guests, as they mentioned, when they were really treated like sidekicks or professional heroes that were working alongside with them, not like guests that say, "Oh yes, in your internship you're going to work with them," but yeah, they are not going to take you really in a very risky situation. So yeah, I want to see the difference between, because again, the difference between first year and third year, yeah, it's obvious there's going to be a very big difference. Even with the powerful ones, even with Midoriya, even with Todoroki and Bakugo. Yes, the last two didn't participate. One was in house arrest, and the other one didn't feel like participating because, I don't know, he doesn't have his license and he doesn't feel like he deserved this chance to practice with this guy, whichever the reason is. So yes, that is interesting. And yes, I'm coaching Midoriya as the powerful ones because yes, he has an amazing quirk, and yeah, he's kind of the protagonist. So he's going to be the powerful ones. His quirk allow him to do that. But of course, going back to the episode, we're seeing that yes, Mirio is decided that everybody should fight against him, just to show them how the study work is really going to work. So they go, they are a little bit surprised. Yes, they have the permission from Aizawa, and they go to one of the gyms. Everybody's surprised because they are not waiting for that. And of course, we're starting to see that, yes, Mirio is going to fight against all of them. All of them. They are going to be fighting. Yes, the other two big three. It sounds weird to say that. That yes, are worried that perhaps the rest of the class is not ready to face somebody as powerful as Mirio. Because yes, he's at the top. Hell, even between these three, my guess is Mirio is the strongest one. For the words that Aizawa said, that this man is the closest to the number one hero, even among professionals. When I first said, "Oh my God," I thought he was speaking about the students of the UA. But no, even when he mentioned that, even among professionals. So yeah, there are professionals, adults, who are not even as powerful as this guy. Hell, if he's saying that he's the closest to the number one, even among professionals, we're speaking about the level of the top 10, man. We're speaking about Endeavor. We're speaking about Gang Orca. We're speaking about... I don't remember the other one who was in first place from the arc of Kidnap, arc of Bakugo. Best Genius, of course. How could I forget? So yeah, this guy could be even stronger than those guys. That is, when you think about it, that is incredibly powerful. That speaks volumes of this guy, of Mirio. Seriously, that speaks volumes of this guy. Yes, we're speaking about level above Kamui Wood, and Mountain Lady, because those guys are not even in the top 10, I think, because they are newbies, and yes, uh, yeah, that's it's kind of weird to see them. Yeah, so we're speaking about a really seriously strong guy. So that's why they are worried, because oh, perhaps they're going to be so devastated with this defeat that they are going to give up and being heroes. Yeah, they're supposed to be a student that gave up the dream of being a hero because he got frustrated. So yeah, they need to be careful with that. And I love how when everything is happening, we're seeing some visions that are funny. First, the shy guy is very far away, and yes, I could not remember his name. He didn't call my attention that much. And of course, we saw the Jiri, I think it was her name. Yeah, she caught my attention a lot more. I wonder why. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, this of course is creating something different for them. It's creating this atmosphere of, yeah, this guy is tough, this guy is tough, this guy is really really tough. Nijiri, that's her correct name, sorry, I need to remember that one. So yeah, they say you need to be careful, and yes, again, the visual that we're speaking about. That yeah, she's playing with the horns of Mina, and the guy is kind of shy. Yeah, we're giving interesting visuals, not just exposition. Um so yeah, the attack starts. I start to see that how he's missing some of his clothes after, of course, this amazing pose from Midoriya. Oh yeah, this is the closest guy to be the professional hero. I want to see just how powerful he is. And yes, after that, everybody started to attack, but of course, Mirio lost his clothes. Later on, we figured out why. And of course, they said, "Oh my God!" Jiro is trying to hide her eyes, and yeah, the guy is attacking. That yes, go for it. And while he was distracted, Midoriya attacked right to his face, but the kick just passed through him like it was nothing. And not just the kick, the power of the rest goes straight through him, through his head. Nobody could hurt him in this moment. Yeah, this guy is absurdly strong, but a good reason. He kind of disappeared and appeared behind the last guy in the group, naked again. Uh, we saw Jiro freak out again, and then you start to attack. But this guy is so strong, so fast, and he can think so quickly that yes, he's taking down the long range guys in seconds, punching every single one of them and defeating them in just mere seconds. The guy is unbelievably strong and skillful. The speed and the strength that this guy possesses. And yes, it's very appropriate what he did at the end, just saying power. And yes, it's all. Yeah, you can respect a guy that say like this because he just defeated half of the class in an instant. Even Todoroki said this. Oh God, this guy is incredible. Everybody is impressed. And yes, the expression on Todoroki's face. The guy is not very expressive. But in this moment, he said, good lord, this guy is amazing. Yeah, I share that thought. This guy is amazing. And this is when the realization that this is the closest to the number one hero, even among professionals. So yeah, he's impressive. Most of the class is in the ground, just shaken by the heat in their stomach. So yeah, now he's going to deal with the short range fighters. There are not a lot. I saw Kirishima, I saw Ochako, I saw Ojiro, and of course Midoriya. And I don't remember anybody else. I think I saw the sugar guy, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he's supposed to be like that. And yes, this is when we receive a little kind of a lesson. And this is very true and even applicable to the real life. They believe him to be invincible. Rival, I think it was the correct word. They believe that he's completely invincible thanks to his quirk. And yes, for somebody who is not that good in a certain field, and he compared to a boxer, you see that he's unbelievably fast. He's amazing. Hell, even let's say the least powerful boxer or the least skillful boxer, it will have an amazing skill compared to somebody who has never boxed, who can admire. Yeah, this guy is fast. This guy is strong. This guy could take anybody, even though in the reality and his own field, he's not that good. But for somebody who doesn't have any experience with said sport, he's going to look amazing if you look at close in a close range. You're going to see him in a gym and say, "Oh my God, this guy is amazing." And they said, "Yeah, when you're just thinking like that, you're never going to see why he is amazing. You're going to see this amazingness, this great stuff that he can do, but you're never going to see why he is that amazing." And I compare this to real life when you see somebody like can draw really, really well. I can draw for jack crap. I can do that. I'm a terrible drawer. I cannot draw anything. I don't have the experience. I don't have the studies. I have nothing in that regard. I could draw countries, perhaps. I could draw a stick figure, perhaps, but not that complicated. So, yeah. And when I see a drawing, I see something amazing because that is something I can do. And I get awestruck because, oh my God, how the hell did you do that? But perhaps in the field, he or she made something really fast and not with a lot of effort, and really not that great. Even for the person that drew it, oh yeah, but this is not that great. Look at this. This is something amazing because he did this and this and this and this and this. And you show them another amazing drawing. What the hell, man? How somebody could reach that level? But for them, you're starting to see, oh, he did this and he did this. I can do this. I need to practice this. Yeah, it is applicable to the real life, this lesson, that you need to see, if you want to improve in a certain way, you need to see beyond the amazingness that the first glance you are seeing. That yes, this is impressive, but you can do better with practice, with studies, with effort, and all that. Yeah, you if you saw a professional, you cannot see why he's a professional. You only see this amazingness. But if you start to investigate, this is why he is so good at what he do. Everybody else is thinking like this for Mirio, except Midoriya. Midoriya is analyzing, and yes, this is something that he does so well that yeah, he's using one of these tricks, or he can rap and he can pretend that he can disappear into anybody or into anything, any solid, or he can transparent any solid and grab this way. So yeah, he has two possibilities to say we need to do a counter attack based on this information. So yeah, he's telling the rest that yes, you need to do this because he already observed Mirio in this case. And the other guy, one of the big three, the closest to the number one, starts to attack and yeah, disappear. Let's say Midoriya is completely ready for this. He just knew when he was going to appear, and since he was in the back, he knew that he was going to appear just behind him. And he make a counter attack for his attack. He was ready to attack. He was ready. But of course, Mirio being this amazing fighter too, because yes, now this is when we're getting into the official amazing fighter. He was kind of prepared for said movement. He was ready. Oh yes, somebody is going to try to counterattack my attacks, and this is what I'm going to do to avoid the counterattack. He was going to use his ultimate move, that's blinder touch eyeball crush. Something along those lines. I don't think he was going to crush his eye. He was just going to be completely transparent. But you don't know that. Midoriya closed his eyes, and of course, this gives ample opportunity for the guy to really launch now a real counterattack, and boom, defeat Midoriya. Yes! And this is something I'm going to speak about later on. Midoriya is defeated in this moment, but also the rest are defeated quite easily. The rest could not even react to his quick attacks. All of them were just defeated in seconds. And this is the end of the exercise. They start to discuss and why the hell didn't you tell us? It will be better if you just tell us and something along those lines. Mirio start to explain his quirk that he only has one. They believe that they have two quirks, the warp and the transparency or something like that. I think it was permutation or permation, I think it was. Permation, yeah, it was permation. Permutation is something along those. Yeah, sorry about that. Permation, yeah. He can pass through any object. And when he mean any object, he really mean any object, even the floor. So when he activates his quirk in all his body, he can pass through the floor. And that's exactly what he did. And the advantage of his quirk is that if he activates his quirk and he goes below ground, he's going to be below everybody. But if he deactivates his quirk, he's going to instantly be spew out of the ground or whatever object he is in. And of course, he is going to be way above. He's going to be pushed out of the object, and that's why he's so fast to appear behind them. If he adjusts the angle in which he is being expelled, of course, he's going to appear in some place different, not just above the point in which he disappeared. This, of course, everybody said, "Oh, this is holy how strong his quirk is. He has such an advantage from the beginning." But when you think about it, and when he mentioned the rest, this is not a very strong quirk. He cannot breathe. He cannot breathe while he is completely, transparent. Well, not transparent, completely, non-solid, let's say. He cannot hear anything. He cannot see anything. So yeah, there is a lot of disadvantage here. His quirk is not a strong one. And I love this part of this guy. He made something that was not that good into something amazing. Thanks to the training he got in his study work or work studies. The experience from that part of the of his training, of his work studies, make him this strong. Because he even said that he was dead last before this, and he became this good, this amazingly good, thanks to the work or thanks to the experience he gained in the work studies or study work. And even when he just wants to pass through a wall, there are several steps because he cannot make himself completely, massless, let's say. He cannot do that because he needs always to have a solid feet so he won't go down through the floor to the ground. So yeah, it's a very complicated quirk and a very difficult quirk to work with. But he really did his job. He really trained hard. And hell, you can see that because the first time I didn't notice this, but in the second viewing, he had the scars around the arms. Not as deep as Midoriya's scars, because yeah, he was ridiculously huge scars, but yeah, those are self-inflicted scars, so yeah, doesn't count the same. But yeah, he was really working hard to reach the point in which he was this strong. And this is when everybody else realized just how good this guy is and how different the work studies are going to be. Because, as Kaminari said, I was treated as a guest last time. They always avoid the dangerous situations for the internships. They were not going to be taken to that dangerous situation, all that. The only ones who were really in a real danger were Suyu, and of course, it was Midoriya, Ida, and Todoroki. But these last three just went look after danger. So yeah, again, that doesn't count. The rest, yes, they handled the stuff, but they were never really in the front lines. They were only, you stay here and you help us to do something else, but we're going to deal with the villains. So you just go away the moment you see danger. And we saw that in Jiro's internship. We saw that, of course, in Yorosu's internship. We saw that in Kirishima's internship. We saw that in Bakugo's internship. In everybody's internship where they weren't really in real danger. So now this is going to be different because they are going to be treated as professional heroes and or psychics. So they are going to ask a lot more from them. And this is the final speech in which they realize, of course, just how amazing this is going to be. But this is something necessary because that if they use a star, they don't even do that in the period of UA. In the moment they are out of UA, they're going to be facing a huge wall because that is going to be a huge wall they will have to climb because they won't have the experience or real life experience that they need to. Even if they have faced villains, that is not enough because those villains, everybody is still trying to protect them. Everybody, the teachers and everybody will say, oh yes, we're going to protect them and you don't get in the way. Just run away if you can. But in this new ambience, they are going to be saying, no, you need to fight this guy, you need to help us. Because now this is a real villain and you are here to help to save people. Even if it's saving people from another villain or saving from a natural disaster. You need to really work hard for this one. And this is an interesting concept for a new, different type of internship. And yes, we saw how this affects Midoriya. That this guy took a very, I'm not going to say pathetic, but not very strong quirk and make it a strong one because he wanted to. The position of the number one hero wasn't handled to him in a silver platter. No, he needs to work hard for said position. And yes, this really resonates with Midoriya because he was handed the best quirk there is. So, in some way, he feels that, yes, I was given this amazing gift, but I need to use it in the best way possible. Because it's not enough to have one of the best quirks in existence and just do nothing, but I really need to make an effort. Because, yes, this is something I appreciate of this anime. We are not having an OP protagonist. There are animes that can do that well. One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. Those are the only cases I can think of. But the majority of the animes cannot do that well. I'm speaking about, let's say, Sword Art of Line. The guy, the protagonist, I don't even remember his freaking name. But the protagonist is way too OP, way too powerful. You cannot feel any danger for him. So that's why I found it extremely boring, Sword Art Online. But they are handling a good protagonist because, yes, he has an OP quirk. Midoriya has an OP quirk. But he is not OP per se during the duration of the anime because he still needs to learn how to control that quirk and he needs to make an effort to control the quirk. He needs to make an effort to really become this powerful hero. That's why I think he resonates with him. I need to make an effort. If somebody with a non-amazing quirk can do this, imagine what I can do with this amazing quirk. So I need to work hard. I need to be better than anybody else. And yes, I love how Mirio is really paying attention to Midoriya. First, because he was a problematic kid, according to the rest of the school. But later on, because he kind of predicts his movements. He can analyze very fast information and can countermeasure any effects or any powers that the rest have. So yes, he is impressed by Midoriya. He is going to call his attention. So what is going to happen with those guys? And then, of course, one of the last scenes, we saw a kind of a comedic side that, yes, everybody's giving trash to Bakugo. Literally trash because he needs to take that out. Because he is still being punished because he was one more day than Midoriya. And he's angry. The girls are discussing that. It's amazing. Just the story of Mirio that he was dead last and now he's the number one of the entire school, even among those big three. Yes, I still believe that Mirio is the best. And yes, we saw Midoriya trying to improve himself. He called Gran Torino that perhaps he's going to be working alongside with Gran Torino. He can. And yes, he even called himself a useless successor of the One for All. And that's why he needs to work harder than the rest. I would say faster, but no, harder than the rest. Because he really needs to be the number one hero. To be the number one hero because that's what he owns to All Might, or what he believes he owns to All Might. If he was given this amazing gift, he needs to reach to the top because he has the best quirk of them all. Yeah, so he's going to get into the top, or he's going to get contacts thanks to Gran Torino. Something that he missed. He has the biggest contact in the world for heroes. He's the personal protege of All Might. Yes, he is a retired hero, but he was the number one hero for the longest time. So, everybody wants, if he called anybody, everybody's going to be, yeah, sure, bring him in. If you recommend it, if you, All Might, recommend somebody, sure, bring him. I'm going to make him work hard. I'm going to make him the best hero possible, man. Yeah, he has the best contact in the world. Come on, Midoriya. This is something you need to improve. Your public relationships, man. But yeah. And of course, he can even be recommended to a former sidekick of All Might. And this is impressive. I never knew that he has a sidekick. So yeah, and my guess is the sidekick was, of course, the next person, the very thin guy with glasses that is there. And yes, the girl really caught my attention. Is she blue or is the light of the room? She looks like a blue one. She looks very cute, but a weird uniform because yes, the cleavage, the low cleavage there, man. Sure, whatever. They are following somebody important. And I mean seriously important. Overhaul, the guy from the last episode, the one in the, well, near the truck in flames. And he's reuniting himself with the rest of the League of Villains. And this is when I know for certain that he's a really important character. The way that even Shigaraki speaks about this guy, you really bring a really big fish here. So yeah, everybody is moving because in this third season, or in the second half of the third season, we didn't see much of the villains. They were completely left outside of the arc. The license exam arc, and of course the fight between Bakugo and Midoriya, and this is the first time we're seeing them again. And it's going to be a big conflict from what they saw, or what we saw in the last few minutes of the episode. And this is the big cliffhanger you spoke about. That yes, we have every single piece in the game board. We have Midoriya. We have the biggest pieces out. We have All for One and One for All outside of the game. But now we're seeing another big shot, in this case, the big guy, the Overhaul. And we have Mirio, a very, very strong hero that is very close to the number one, even among professionals. So yes, we're speaking a very interesting fourth season, and I cannot wait to see that one. Of course, I have no idea when that is going to come out. My guess is next year, until 2019. That is my guess, which is going to be a long wait, because I doubt that it's going to be on January. We have still, September is almost over. We have October, November, and December. We have 3 months and a half. Then we have January. If it's like the last year, perhaps it's going to be in April. So yeah, we have January. We have February, We have March and we have April. We have like 7 freaking months before season 4. Oh man, that is going to be torture, man. I want to see more about this one. Yeah, this is a very interesting episode because everything is ready for something amazing. And yes, I understand now the cliffhanger. Man, this is going to be so awesome. Because yeah, Midoriya is now closer and closer to being a professional, and we're just seeing the first year. What the hell is going to happen in second, in third year? Dude, this series could prolong for a long time. We're in the fourth season and we're still in first year. If we're going to see the 3 years here, dude, oh my god, it's going to be like 12 seasons of this. Which is something I'm grateful. If the quality is the same, yeah, bring them on, man. But yeah, this is a very long commentary. A really, really long commentary. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this really commentary, and I hope you enjoyed the third season alongside with me. It was a very exciting season with a few hiccups. The filler episodes were not that great, or the last filler episode was not that great. But the rest of the season was just top notch. The fight against All for One, the fights in the forest, everything amazing. I hope you really enjoy this series. And yes, at the moment the fourth season appears, I'm going to react to it. Yeah, you have my word for that. So yeah, the only thing I have to say for this one is thank you for your comments, your likes, your views, and your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscription and on the bell so you can get notifications. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. And if you want to share this video, that will help me a lot more. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for your attention. Thank you so much for following me through all this season. And well, the only thing I have to say is see you on the next season, guys. Bye.